Once a year, hundreds of athletes come together to test their mettle.
We're ready to go.
They gather to challenge themselves and each other on a grueling mountain trail. For a few, the goal is to win. But for most, it's simply to finish and to be part of something truly special.
5 years ago today, I had cancer surgery, so this is my anniversary.
This is a race that's about much more than just running. It's more than just a one-day event.
Jerry Leaf, son and grandson, hip replacement surgery, Jerry Leaf.
This day is about making memories, honoring tradition, personal triumphs, and the love of a mountain, a trail, and a race called the Dipsea.
The Dipsea is like our Super Bowl and our World Series and Indy 500 and World Cup all rolled into one for the runners.
This is the most special race I've ever run, I'll tell you that. Wow, Marin County High.
The Dipsea, first run in 1905, is the second oldest foot race in the United States. Only the Boston Marathon is older. Its unusual handicapping system has made winners of 70-year-old men and girls not yet 10.
You could even win the whole thing.
The 7.1-mile course, beginning in Marin County's Mill Valley, climbs up and around Mount Tamalpais, covering terrain that is best described as treacherous.
One misstep and you're history, you're toast.
The toughness of the trail is legendary, but it's the people, most of all, that make the Dipsea so special.
And it's crowded at the beginning.
Russ Kiernan knows well the Dipsea mystique and its terrain.
You know, you're only 2 minutes from the start right here.
This Dipsea legend has been running the race since 1968, and ever since he's been burning up the course.
I think 3 times I've been second, and maybe 2 or 3 times third, and a couple times fourth.
In 1998, at age 60, Russ finally finished first.
I mean, so you're a legend out here, really.
Well, I guess I am one of the legends these days.
How does it feel to be a legend? I mean,
well,
not many of us get to do that.
I put my pants on the same way every day, so I guess it's not different.
With his phenomenal ability to run downhill, Russ is different.
Man, you're fast.
And so is this race. It's been set up so everyone has a chance to win. Handicaps, or head starts, are given according to age and sex. And that's not the only reason this race is unusual.
It's an open course, which means you can go any way you want. So there are alternate courses.
You could run to Latin America if you wanted to.
And come via, yeah, that's right.
If you thought it would get you there faster.
Get there faster, that's right. Well, here's a little bit of a shortcut.
Oh, one of your secret ways?
Secret ways.
I won't tell anybody.
Today, Russ is sharing a few secrets and showing me some of the more infamous spots along the trail, starting at the dreaded Dipsea Stairs.
Hold on.
Okay.
The stairs.
The infamous stairs, 671 of them, supposedly. I've never counted.
3 flights of steep, thigh-burning steps.
I mean, how do you feel psychologically when you first see these things?
Oh, I hate them.
It's good to
I
hear
hate
that.
them.
As painful as the steps are, Russ trains here often, heeding the advice of his running mentor, Jack Kirk.
And he keeps writing me letters about how to win this thing, and he says I have to come down and train on the Dipsea steps.
At 92, Jack Kirk, also known as the Dipsea Demon, has been running the Dipsea race for an amazing 64 years in a row.
I mean, that's before I was born. He was running this race, and he's won it twice.
On race day, I got the opportunity to meet this living legend.
This is Doug McConnell from
Channel 4.
Channel 4 Bay Area Backroads. He does
Oh,
this.
yeah.
But I don't know if you ever see TV.
I avoid it like the poison oak.
Well, that's right.
Jack does not mince words.
You guys bug me.
He's a man who runs his own race and is an inspiration to anyone who sees him shuffling along in his street clothes and his simple canvas shoes, the living embodiment of the spirit of the Dipsea. Jack and Russ have added a lot to the richness of the Dipsea. But they're just 2 of the colorful characters that make up a strong community that has grown up over the years around this race.
All
powers granted to me as race director emeritus, I declare this Dipsea opening day.
Dipsea devotees can't seem to stay away from each other or the trail for long.
Here we go.
Throughout the year, events such as opening day and practice runs ending with potluck barbecues give these Dipsea junkies enough of a fix to make it to race day.
It's a year-round community, basically. It's true.
We like to run and just enjoy the scenery and hope that we don't get trampled along the way.
They gather to run, to socialize, and to honor the legends of yesterday who've helped make the Dipsea what it is today.
In 1927, when Charles Lindbergh was flying solo across the Atlantic, this guy was flying solo across the Dipsea. 1927, Victor Sagas, 96 years old, right here, guys.
Victor Sagas ran the Dipsea back in 1927, wearing hobnailed boots. Running the same route that Victor ran over 70 years earlier fills me with inspiration, along with a healthy dose of pain.
Can I crawl up?
Russ drags me to torturous sections of the trail with names such as suicide,
Oh, man.
insult, and cardiac.
I'm going to have a TV Dipsea, which is you run a few feet, you stop and ask a question. You run a few feet and stop and ask a question. Let's run a few feet.
We jog a little
Not bad out there.
and talk a lot as we make our way down toward the Pacific,
We're on the home stretch now.
until finally the finish comes into view.
Woo! I took you.
And at the tape, I beat the champ by a nose.
Good going. Keep it up.
But on race day, when it really counts, Russ doesn't give in quite so easily. On this Dipsea day, Russ doesn't win, but he does finish third, his 18th top 10 finish, earning himself yet another coveted black shirt.
Oh my God, you got a black shirt. You're like a Marin County guy.
It's an item given to the top 35 finishers, a symbol of the Dipsea elite. With the black shirts long finished, onlookers continue to cheer as runner after runner, old and young, stride down the finish chute. Overheated athletes cool themselves in the nearby ocean. Those who finished regale each other with stories, rest aching muscles, and compare times.
62:10. Good job.
No one, it seems, is in a hurry to leave, not until the race is officially over. Almost 3 hours after the winner broke the tape, with a police escort at his side, the Dipsea demon himself, Jack Kirk, walks the last few steps to finish his 64th consecutive Dipsea. What makes the Dipsea so unusual is difficult to put into words.
There's just something that captures the imagination. I don't know, this race just has something that others don't.
The Dipsea is best defined not by words, but by the people who run it. From the legends of yesteryear to today's heroes, to everyday people who struggle up and over the mountain not to win, not to earn a black shirt, but to simply be a part of the celebration of the human spirit.